Matthew Dekker here with Amateur Sports Television here. I'm joined again by Flin Flon's head coach and general manager, Mike Reagan here. Thank you for joining me again. It's been a whirlwind since we last talked. First up, heck of a game today. That was fun calling it up here. What was it like for you down there as a coach?
It wasn't as much fun as it was probably for you. I told the guys after the game that was probably one of the more stressful games that I've ever been a part of. As a coach, especially regular season, playoffs are always stressful, but, just the way we started, we got off to a 2-0 lead, but I didn't think we deserved it. We had a lot of breaks that went our way, and then, we were able to capitalize on a couple of them, but, Matty Fliddell had two really good chances that he didn't bury to put us up 3-0. And, sometimes those ones come back to bite you in the, and, so Humboldt's played us real well this year, and they skate extremely well. And, we seem to have a tough time with them in these games. I think we're 4-2 against them now, but it sure doesn't feel like 4-2, And, they got a really good young hockey club that works their tails off, and they're going to be dangerous. I think that they're a team that you don't want to match up with against in the first round of the playoffs. They just keep coming at you. And, fortunately for us, we were able to find that second gear or third gear and find a way to win.
Well, and you were saying unusual circumstances. You and I were talking before the game about some of those. How much of the circumstances in Flin Flon coming down here, did that affect you guys going into the game?
There's no question that it's going to, but we've got a little bit of a saying in our dressing room: excuses are for losers. And we didn't want to use that as an excuse. But at the same time, there's no question. I mean, we had some bus problems this morning. It's minus 35 in Flin Flon. And, your body doesn't want to function at minus 35, let alone a bus,
machines,
So, we're kind of wondering if we're going to have to postpone this game. We finally got the bus going, and then the brakes locked up and they were frozen. And so we weren't sure if we were going to make it. And, we had to we were getting to the point where it was like, well, if we don't leave right now, we're not going to make it. And,
right.
Our bus driver felt confident that we were okay to go. We got a, satellite phone, and, we had to call Melford and rearrange our meal and get it for pickup. And the guys were eating as we were basically pulling into the driveway. And we got here about 20 minutes before warm-up. And, getting off to a 2-0 start, I was like, oh, wow, and I just really wasn't happy that under the circumstances, we threw that away and ended up getting up 3-2, and then all of a sudden we throw it back and we're down 4-3. But the guys found a way in the third period, and we've been really good at responding to adversity. And we really challenged it. As a coach, you're always looking to push those buttons of your guys, seeing how they respond. And I was pretty firm with the guys in between the second and third on what my expectations were, and challenged them as a group and as individuals. And I'm really happy with the way they responded. They rose to the occasion, and that says something a lot about your team.
No Donovan Huel today. Tristan Lemaire, how impressed were you with him stepping up in that role today?
I thought he was fantastic. I thought that was one of Tristan's best games. He was our best forward tonight, and a school was here to watch him, and he obviously impressed them. And real happy for the young man. He's a tremendous player, and he deserves recognition, and he deserves the opportunity that he was given here tonight. And ever since he's came back from his injury, he's been fantastic. Usually injuries set guys back, and for Tristan, I don't know if it set him. I don't want to say it hasn't set him back, but he just seems to be better. His first game back, I was just amazed at the speed and the confidence that he was playing with, and it makes you wonder if he wouldn't have missed that 6 weeks, where he'd be right now.
Oh, for sure. Going back to Donovan, just before I left with you when we were in Flin Flon last, he signed on with the university here, University of Maine. How much does that mean to you, and how much does that mean to the program?
Well, to me, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say that it doesn't mean anything to me, because it does, because my job as a coach is to help these guys further on their career. And, our program takes a lot of pride in that. When I took over the program, there was a lot of negativity surrounding it, and there wasn't a lot of guys that were moving on and that sort of thing. And I was fortunate enough as a player to move on to the college level. And I just always wanted my guys to have the same opportunity that I did. And,
right.
So it was tough, breaking down some barriers, getting schools to believe in your program and stuff like that.
That can be tough sometimes.
And now, we've got 14 Division I scholarships in the last 3 years. We've got over 27 in the time that I've been there. And, we're a program that schools recognize as a place that they want to recruit from. And so, it's part of, I got to give credit to a lot of the guys that have got those Division I scholarships, because they've been huge representatives of our organization in the SJHL. And that's the one thing that I tell the guys when they leave here is you're representing the Flin Flon Bombers, and you're also representing the SJHL. And, for our guys, they've had a lot of success. We've got 3 captains that are playing college hockey right now, like on their teams, in Eric Sinclair, Joel Kosher, and Alex Smith. And they're at good programs, and they're wearing letters. So that says something about the players that are coming out of Flin Flon. And, I know there's times where Alex Smith and I, butted heads at times, and I always just explain to him that I'm just trying to make you better and prepare you for the next level. And I want you to go there and be prepared and that sort of thing. And Smitty's one of my, closer buddies that was a former player of mine, and we still keep in contact. And it's because of guys like him that opened doors for guys like Donovan and Tristan and other guys that have had success, so, and have had the opportunity. So it's kind of a team effort, between the players, myself, and the organization. So we're extremely proud of all the guys that get the scholarships, and not just the guys that are Division I scholarships, the guys that are going on to CIS and ACAC Division III programs. Tyson Empey, he's at Geneseo, and the kid's having a phenomenal year, and he's had a couple of great years, and he's going to find himself a pro contract after this year, and he's representing us real well as well. And we're real proud of him. We're proud of all our guys that move on to the next level.
One last thing here, because I don't want you to miss your bus schedule here.
I'll get in trouble.
Last time we talked, we were going over the trade with Kindersley.
Yeah.
How big has that trade been for you guys so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's worked out great for both teams.
Absolutely.
And you know what, you want it to work out for the other team, because you have to have trading partners, and some trades work, some trades don't. And Matt Sankner's been a tremendous goaltender for them, and we're real happy for him. He's a great kid. He works his tail off, and he deserves the opportunity that he's getting. And but Dane Hurst is a piece that we were missing, and bringing in Dane Hurst and getting Troy Quinn and getting Jack Michael back from injury. I mean, insert 3 guys into your back end, and that's huge. And if you don't have a solid D-core, you're not going to win. It doesn't matter how good your goaltender is at the end of the day. If your D your strength isn't on your back end, then you're going to have a tough time winning. So, I'm happy it worked out for them, and I'm happy it worked out for us. And Dane's been tremendous, and we wish Matt all the best in Kindersley. Like I said, he deserves the opportunity, and hopefully both organizations are happy.
Well, thank you again for joining me here. Again, I don't want you to be late for your bus problem. Here. It's always a pleasure having you here and getting to talk. So thank you again.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
You're very welcome. All right, I'm Matthew Dekker, Amateur Sports Television.